What's the deal, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Honey. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. You guys already know what this is. All late and everything. It's Married to Medicine. Friday, y'all know I was pumping out the videos. And I thought I would get a chance to do Married to Medicine. Then it got too late for me to do that. So I said, okay, Saturday morning I'm gonna get it done. Woke up. My little dog had been sick on Saturday morning. By that time for 2 days, I thought she could move past it and I wouldn't have to go with her to the vet. But she was so sick Saturday morning, I had to get up and rush her to the vet. And they kept her. Hopefully, Lord willing, I'll be able to bring her home tomorrow. I miss her so much. That's my little baby. I love her so much. And then after that, I got home. I had enough time to sit down before I had to go to my cousin's function. My cousin had a function yesterday. She's a 3 years it's been since she was diagnosed with cancer. She survived it, she beat it, and she had a wonderful little dinner celebrating it yesterday. So my mom and I went to that. And then by the time I got home, I said, boom, do Married to Medicine real quick, pump it out. It's not even 10 o'clock. Get Married to Medicine done. And then I realized that my computer kept reminding me to do an update, do an update, do an update. I finally did the update. And I thought it was going to be like update, shut down, restart. Now let's all just move forward. No. Oh, it's like your phone. Like, it's something you need to do at like 3 in the morning. Like, you need to set it to do it 3 in the morning because it took until this morning, basically, to finish updating. It was like it's 35% at 12 midnight. I was like, I'm going to bed. Good night. So here I am to do Married to Medicine. This was a really, really good episode, you guys. I love these ladies. I love that opening montage that they do for the show, where they kind of show everybody, interacting with their family and doing regular, normal, everyday things. I love that. I have grown to love more and more Toya Eugene, the Toya Eugene combo. Um, Certainly Cecil and Simone are one of my favorite couples. But I'm going to tell you who impressed me this episode, who I liked. I think for the first time since she been on this show, this episode was Dr. Heavenly. Dr. Heavenly is my MVP for Married to Medicine this episode because I really enjoyed Dr. Heavenly's opening conversation where she was talking with Tawanda Braxton and still doing her job, still being very professional, very conscientious, very personable, very charming, very positive, reassuring, and still getting that job done. She looks like she does really, really good work. Now, depending on her price point, Dr. Heavenly is a doctor I could rock with. Seeing her in that light made me realize that she do put a little bit more on it when she on the camera for the girls carrying on outside of her office. Okay, this Dr. Heavenly, I like her. I like her a lot. Now, that slick at the mouth, halfway shady, trying to low key read Dr. Heavenly, she can get windmill. But this Dr. Heavenly, I like her. I like everything that went on in this episode as it relates to Dr. Heavenly, and I can see myself doing some of those same things. But we are gonna talk about it. Again, Dr. Jackie and Curtis. Listen, I am loving the authenticity of the storyline that Dr. Jackie has. I understand it's a terrible situation that her husband's had these infidelities on her. I can see that she's very, very hurt. I applaud Dr. Jackie for letting this play out on TV because it's something we need to see. Every time she see him and he come in for a hug, she give him like a little quick halfway hug. You know what I'm saying? She is truly hurt. She is not going to be all in. He is just like, I wrote you this poem, and she read it. She was like, oh my gosh, that is so sweet. That is so nice. And he trying to take her to Paris. Now, first of all, he set up this whole picnic situation. It was really cute how it was all set up. Evidently, he has done that before. And Dr. Jackie sat down like she was 12 years old, all Indian style. I was so envious of her cartilage. Oh, what it must be like to have the cartilage to be able to sit Indian style. I would give anything to do this video right here, right now, Indian style. But the way my cartilage is set up in my knees, I cannot. Yeah, one of the drawbacks of being bow-legged is that you have knee trouble as you get older. You have lots of knee pain. So anyway, she said Indian style. Um, and she talked to him. He gave her this card with this beautiful note, and he wants to take her to Paris. And it was so sweet because when they first got together, they took a trip to Paris, and it was very romantic. Evidently, he spoke fluent French. I did not know that. It made me see made me see Curtis in a different light. Um, and she went ahead and turned that down. Now, she didn't say, no, you think I'm going to Paris with you and you've been fucking around on me? No, she just said, listen, what I like for us to do is before we try to go and capture that moment back, we need to get ourselves back. I'd like for us to do some counseling. And you could tell that he was hurt because he was impressed with the gesture. And for him, in his mindset, I'm doing these gestures. These are all the things that you love. You should reciprocate. Now show me some appreciation. But that's the punishment. That's truly the punishment for him, is that she is not giving him the appreciation, the accolades. She's being cordial. She's being, oh, I got to be careful with that word cordial. Shout out to Toya. But she's still being kind. She's still being amicable, but she's not, like, oh my gosh, Paris. Oh, that is so sweet. Oh my gosh, you set up all this lovely picnic. Hey, give me a hug. All of that. This when they say ain't no sunshine when she gone. This what they talking about. She's pulled back all that affection and emotion, and just the little things she did that show him how much she loved him, how much she appreciated him, how much she appreciated his presence. She's drawn it up. Not that it was perfect in the first place, but what that little bit she gave him, she pulled it all the way back. And that is truly his punishment, the punishment of repeatedly and constantly knowing how much he hurt her. And every time she get him one of them half-ass hugs, he is reminded that he hurt her. Okay, so she got her hurt and pain, but he is consistently confronted. At the end, when he agreed to go, and I agree what he said to her about him not wanting her to work so much that she doesn't get a chance to enjoy the things in life that she loves to do. Things that they could do together. I hear once again what Curtis is saying, and I hope that Jackie hears it too. But at the same time, at the end, when he agreed to go to counseling and all of that, and she was like, okay, good. And he said, well, can a brother at least get a hug? And she leaned in and gave him another little poop, 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 poop. He was like, a brother can't win. A brother can't win. No, you ain't getting a cheek kiss, nothing, until your girl feel better. Okay? All right. So I love that whole little scene with them. It was just so authentic. I love Contessa and Scott going to dinner together, having conversation. Here's another couple that clearly has love and affection for each other. You guys, these are real couples, real people. You guys, it is. I love it. It does my heart good. It really, really does, because these are the type of people that I know. These are the type of people that I feel like, okay, I can do marriage, because I know these people who have fun loving, kind, balanced relationships. Not that it's perfect, but at the same time, it's not like, it's not like they two duds, in other words. So Contessa and Scott go on date night, And she's such a pretty girl to me, and I could tell by the way he looks at her that he really loves his wife. He really has an eye for her. And these men know they love chasing their wives. They know they love chasing their wives. I wish Simone would get on the bandwagon. I really do, and just be a little bit more sexually fluid with Cecil. I think it would change the temperature of their relationship drastically. But anyway, Contessa wanna think about how she can work and also be a mom. She wants to put the mom thing first because she knows how valuable that is to her children. And her husband's like, okay, great, fine, but I can work more hours, but I don't want to lose my time with the children either. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a for real conundrum. But they've got to kind of figure it out. And it wasn't really date night conversation as far as he was concerned, but really some real life issues that people are dealing with on a daily basis. I feel for Contessa, and I can see how much she loves her children and how this is something that she wants to tackle and tackle successfully. And I believe she can do it. I really do. I think it's great. And I'm glad we over this whole Miss Renee shit. Like, let's move on past that, okay? Um Quad is trying to do a cooking segment. She wants to try to do more of those types of things because she's got this cookbook, romance cookbook coming out. And so she wants to sort of get her name out there a little bit more to sell this cookbook. It's on point, it's on target. Quad is very, very, very focused. She's a very focused individual. She has got her sights on what it is she wants to do. Same thing she did with the puppy couture line. She tries to do it in excellence. She wants everything to be nice and very professionally done. I admire that about Quad. um I think, to me, Quad has to work really, really hard to come across as personable, in my opinion. And um and sometimes in her effort to come across as personable and approachable, she things seem to be a bit staged. I think that's what my issue with Quad is. Y'all let me know what y'all think about Quad down below. Is anybody else spidey sense tingling about Quad? Not as it relates to Eugene, but we're gonna talk about that. But just in general, how she carries herself, it always just seems like maybe she's trying just a little bit too hard to be perfect, to be on point. Is it just me? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I'm willing to accept it. I'm willing to be wrong about that. Y'all already know. I did not like the fact that we're seeing all of these couples together, Simone and Cecil. We're gonna talk about them, Contessa and Scott, Eugene and Toya. They trying to get rid of the original house and all of this stuff, but we're still seeing this love, this emotion, this interaction, this connection between the two of them. And where it comes to Quad, we just see Quad, or we see Dr. Gregory, or we see Quad and Dr. Gregory fighting. We never really see any true. I can't remember in all these seasons, have we ever seen like some serious, loving, caring type of stuff with Quad and Dr. Gregory? Have we ever seen hand holding? Do we have any photos? But anyway, she made this little comment about Dr. Gregory, in her confessional, and I was just like, Quad, that is so not helpful. Anyway, let's go to Toya and Eugene. Toya and Eugene are trying to get out from under this original house they were in. Okay, they had great renters for the last few years. The renter is not going to renew their lease. They can lease it out to someone else. But Eugene wants to get out from under some of this debt. He wants to get this house sold and off of his credit report so that his debt to income ratio will change. Well, the house is not going to sell for as much as they purchased it for. Now, the house is going to be about $65,000 less. And Eugene doesn't really want to take it, but Toya is like, let's just get out from under it. First of all, move back to the house. That's all you got to do. If you really want to eliminate this debt and eliminate it real quick, like, move back to that house. Move back to that house and do some renovations to the house and get the house up to where you want it to be, expand some rooms or whatever it is you need to do, and then that will take the value of the house up in my mind. And you all can say the money you're paying 3, 4, 5, 10, 9, $12,000 a month in all these different places. And when you could pay $3,000 at this house, that's your mortgage. That's all the renters are paying is the mortgage. I don't know. It just seems like they need a they're meeting with a real estate agent, but they seem like they're each other's financial advisor. They need a serious financial advisor to show them how to get this thing done. Um, Anyway, that's Toya and Eugene. And then Simone and Cecil. Simone and Cecil meet with Cecil's partner because Cecil is full on with this kids force thing. They got shirts. They doing a lunch party. They want Simone to be the face of it. And Simone did a good job. She did a good job. And then she said she felt like she was 75% on board with Cecil. And after she met with the partner, she was 110% on board. And I like that. I like that she went and got Cecil a drink out of the refrigerator and brought it, and they sat down and talked real amicably. I like that too. I do want to see Simone and Cecil be more romantic towards each other, be a little bit more affectionate towards each other. But I think that'll come with getting along. You know what I'm saying? So let's move to this Kids Force app launch event that everybody is going to. First of all, real quick, it was real cute to see Simone and Dr. Heavenly drop Allura and Simone's youngest son off to school. Evidently, they go to the same school together. Um, and then Simone and Heavenly had this conversation where Heaven was like, you got so much going on in your marriage. Why don't you let me plan the couple's trip this year? Well, first of all, Simone, the reason why you shouldn't have let her do that is because, she got animosity towards somebody. So automatically off the rip, some people are going to be excluded. So now everything has turned from this couple's trip that everybody's excited about going to the fact that Heavenly is not inviting Mariah and Dr. Huck. So we get to this launch party, app launch party, and it's beautifully done. It was nicely set up. It was a great event. Simone looked really pretty, and the ladies kind of all held it together. Isn't me? Dr. Heavenly kind of dudeish. She's a little dudeish. Like the way she sit with her drink, like between her legs and stuff. She's a little dudeish. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. I mean, I've heard that I have some masculine overtones, but yeah, Dr. Heavenly is a little dudeish, in my opinion. Okay, yeah, she sit like a dude, she walked like a dude. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just saying, she's awkward in her clothes like a dude. All the ladies were dressed so pretty and so frilly, yeah, Dr. Heavenly is just not about that life. I'm sorry, she's not glamorous. Anyway, all the ladies were, trying to really kind of talk to Dr. Heavenly about inviting Mariah. Mariah shows up at the event, and guess who she show up with? She show up with Marlo Hampton. Well, that says a whole lot about you, Mariah. I'm sorry. I am sorry. It says a lot about you. But I digress. Um, anyway, so Mariah's there and she's got this long, straight, reddish hair, and she's doing this thing where she's and uh uh some people just come in the door with the energy, an energy that lets you know that they finna be on some bullshit. First of all, you come in with Marlo, which says drama off the rip. And then you swinging this hair and you got this purse and you got your arms together and you're just really being kind of, I don't care-ish. All the ladies over there talking. You finally make your way over to have a conversation. First of all, let's talk about Cecil. Cecil did a great job with his presentation. It was beautifully done, excellent setup. Simone did a great job coming alongside of him, being the spokesperson and speaking up. What I didn't like was Quad coming in 40, 45, 50 minutes late. And, she coming in speaking, hey, how you doing? What are y'all doing as far as sex offenders go? Quad, take it down 2 notches. But Cecil talked to her. Cecil diffused it. Cecil said, that's a great point. I'm glad you brought it up. What we've done is we're doing an extensive background check on each individual, courtesy background check on each individual that hires a kid for work and that type of thing. And she was like, mm-hmm. Oh, okay, yeah, uh-huh. Where your husband at, Quad? Where your husband at? Where your man at? It's little things that Quad do. I just don't know. I like her, but I'm still like, oh, Quad, why do I get this? Why do my spidey sense be on edge when you do little stuff like this? I don't know. Anyway, so all the ladies go back out. They sit down, and this is when Mariah comes over to sit down with the ladies. And of course, she brings Marlo. And Marlo is slightly off camera. She is right next to Quad, but she's slightly off. I mean, to Mariah, but she's slightly off camera. Okay, so you know, Toya has had a couple of drinks. She gets upset because Quad is saying that she is cordial. She don't have no problem with Mariah. She's cordial with Mariah. Quad is like, let's look this shit up. Y'all sure like to throw around this whole cordial situation, this word. And she looks it up and she sees the definition of it and she says, hell no. Y'all not being personable to one another. Y'all are not doing that. And you know, I think she had a very, very valid point. Well, Mariah is saying she doesn't believe she owes Heavenly apology. I disagree. I think she does owe Heavenly apology. I think Heavenly would have been better served just sending all of the ladies a general email or invite to the couples retreat because they all go together. Now, they're going to Barbados, and Heavenly's husband, Dr. Damon, is Barbadian. He is of Barbadian descent. So she says, oh, this is for me and my husband. We want to be special. But no, it's a couples trip. So it is going to Barbados to share your husband's culture, but it's supposed to include all the ladies from the show, which includes Mariah. Mariah has been included in all of the couples events. The ladies are making it clear that she needs to be included in this one. This is how it goes. And it is what it is. She could have saved herself some time and drama, but what are we going to watch if there's no drama, right? But I do agree with her that she apologized, and Mariah has yet to apologize. She was wrong for coming out of her mouth with the yo mama. She's wrong for all of that. I just felt like in this moment, that argument they had around the pool to me seemed contrived. But the argument they had here at the Kids Force launch party, it seemed very, very genuine. When they went outside and Mariah was like, I don't have to deal with this. I am not going to argue with beasts. And I was like, oh my gosh. This bitch is sedity. She uppity. She highfalutin. She's suchy muchy. Oh, okay. So she's just, she goes outside and she's just standing there, like she's this coy little damsel. And Simone talks to Heavenly and gets Heavenly to go outside and talk to Mariah. And when they get out there, Marlo is out there getting her few little 5 seconds of fame, and she's trying to tell her it's just not worth it. You have to move past that. I just don't understand. What are you talking about? And it's just not worth that. Being appropriate on camera, because the camera loves appropriateness, right? Okay, she's being what they want her to be. They ain't gonna get her no peach. She ain't getting no show. But maybe, I don't know, depends on how hard she work at it. But Marlo is really trying it. So Heavenly and Simone come out, and Heavenly says, listen, we're going on this trip. I don't want it to be about this. We want you to come on this trip. And Mariah is so turned. First of all, she's being aggressive, but she's being aggressive in this way that really is an attempt to put Heavenly down. She is, and she's doing this quite a bit. This is what Quad feels. You think you're better than these ladies, just like you wanted to try to project on to Contessa that she was calling you bougie. Contessa ain't thinking about your monkey. She is not thinking about your monkey. Not at all. Okay. And 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 so she's just, I am not going to deal with it. I think children and parents are off limits. No, that was all of the 70s. Everybody know your mama was how to get it started. Okay, Dr. Heavenly is wrong about it because she already know how you feel about it, but at the same time, girl, quit acting like you don't know what the deal is. You know your mama is the way to get at somebody. Just like she was so offended when Heavenly was like, bitch. She was like, bitch, bitch. Like, that is so beneath me. Heavenly was like, yeah, bitch, we arguing. Yeah, we call each other bitch. Like, what the? And I know some people don't do that, but I could get what Heavenly was saying. Like, I can't with you. You won't allow me. You think I'm supposed to bend down and kiss your toes. I'm not doing that, Mariah. It was very genuine, and I could feel Heavenly, and I agree with Heavenly. You have done everything but apologize. You have done everything but admit your part in the situation. Why did I say your mama? I said your mama because you called me dusty and dirty and dingy. You don't think you need to apologize for that? No? Nah? And then when she said your mama again, Mariah does this thing where she turns her mouth to the side. Like it pricks her to her heart. You go back to some of them confessionals and some of the things that you have said, not just about Toya, but about Dr. Jackie and Simone. Bitch, you owe some people an apology. And if you think you don't, then that is exactly the reason why you will never be invited back to be a main cast member on this show. Whether you're the executive or producing or not. Heavenly was right in this episode, you guys. I stand by that. The way Mariah is carrying herself is so unbecoming. And I personally cannot wait for them to get into Barbados because we all know that that's where the real ugly, naked truth comes out. And I can't wait to see all the husbands together either, you guys. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this episode. Did you watch the episode? How did you feel about Heavenly this episode? What do y'all really think about Mariah, you guys? I really want to hear y'all giving me a lot of Heavenly feedback in the comments, but let's talk about Mariah. I don't like the way that she, after every show, she goes on live with Creek and her mama. What's her sister name? Creek? Pond? River? What's her sister name? I think it's Creek. Anyway, and her mama, they go on live and then they talk about everybody. Well, she kind of acts like Candy a little bit, like, no, y'all don't talk about Heavenly like that. No, no, no. When you really encouraging them to be nasty. I don't like that. Mariah. Ooh, I'm so glad I saw you for your works, girl. I'm so glad I was on your side, girl. But now I see that you really ain't shit, bitch. Okay, you guys. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for clicking on this video. I'm sorry it was so long. I'm sorry it was late. Please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, honeybees. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I'll holla. Y'all don't forget to pray for sugar now. Okay, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.